Question of the day has to be how the trade fights are impacting you.
Yeah, great question. And maybe a little context for why this is so relevant today. We launched 4 new devices today. It's our best lineup ever. And it's headlined by a new sticker product that really addresses like a much broader set of use cases that our customers have been asking us to address for them. And so, because we manufacture products and we do a lot of that in China, the trade wars and the policies there are impacting us. So we are subject to tariffs. Those went into effect on September 1st. We do support the policy, but one of the challenging things for companies like ours is we didn't have a lot of notice that the tariffs were going into place. I think we had 4 weeks notice. And so while we support the policy, when you think about building product leading up the holiday, we just didn't have a chance to react.
Well, and one of the things we've heard from companies like Apple is their elasticity of a supply chain. They need 2 quarters to move manufacturing. What's your leeway? What's your leg room?
Yeah, it does take time to shift the supply chain. If you think about a business like Tile, we've started in the U.S. Now we're a global business. We're selling in well over 40 countries. We have our community expands kind of across the world. And when you have complexity like that, we're in 40,000 retail doors. We're growing like crazy in Japan. Last quarter in EMEA, we saw 160% growth. You need a supply chain that meets the needs of both like retail customers, distribution customers, and then we have a big direct business as well. And so selling into those direct customers. So there's a lot of complexity, and so making moves takes time.
And have you started moving manufacturing in those places?
No, we're basically viewing this as an opportunity. As I said, we support the policy. So now we're taking the chance to reshape our supply chain in a way that serves our customers best, both, again, direct customers and then retail customers.
So you're talking about the new hardware launch, which is great. And then there's also a software component as well, because you were here a year ago, and you said sometimes you actually don't need the hardware because the software, it's Bluetooth enabled and it's in connected devices like a Google Home and Amazon Alexa and Apple Siri. How is that integration between hardware and software?
Yeah, it's a great question. So a few things that aren't super well known about Tile. One is that we have a community find platform. It's basically the largest lost and found network in the world. And basically if you leave your tiled item at a Starbucks, on a train, on an airplane, it gets found by the community. So we have an app mesh network of users that are helping you locate your things. The second thing is that our big focus is around embedding the Tile capability into third-party products. So we've announced about 6 or 7 different audio headset partners, and we've launched products with companies like Bose and Plantronics and Skullcandy and Sennheiser, and we're now looking at new big verticals like laptops and cameras and wearables, and anything with a Bluetooth device, and there's 30 billion of those shipping over the next 5 years, can be a Tile with just a software update.
We only have about a minute left.
Yeah.
How do you respond to some reports that Apple could be coming out with a competitor product? Do you see Apple as a colleague or a competitor? What do you do if that's the case?
Yeah, so Apple's been a great partner for Tile. The way that we think about the rumors around the competitive product is that it's really validation, right? We've been building this category for 6 years, and it basically illustrates that this is a real pain point. Of those 30 billion devices that are shipping over the next 5 years with Bluetooth, only about 4% of those will be Apple devices. So it's a big opportunity for the rest of the market.